Because certain men will say, yeah, they believe it, and then they just believe in essence and wind and energy. Do you believe in a conscious mind creator?
Yeah, everyone believes in consciousness, man.
Well, what I'm saying is, there's a level of consciousness that is going against what the creator wants. That is why we are in where we are. So whether you want to call it...
That's your opinion, though, bro.
Oh, bro, see what I'm saying, fam? It's subjective. It's balanced, fam. It's balanced. Either you lot believe in the creator or you don't. If you believe in the creator, then you know there's got to be balance.
Yeah,
He's got to be fighting against something, innit?
I'm with that.
Or there's got to be something going against his wishes. Now, the thing that's going against his wishes, do you believe it has a conscious compartment to it? Is it willfully going against him, or is it just the world fucking up?
No, what it is, I'll go back to Islam, yeah? So shaitan, yeah, even in Islam, even though shaitan's negative, shaitan's purpose isn't negative. Shaitan's here, so Allah knows who his true soldiers are.
But that's just
you understand?
confusion.
No,
That's
it's
just
not.
confusion.
It's not. It's not because listen.
No, one second. Jedi. Right, where are you from?
What do you mean?
What country are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
I want you to do one thing.
Yeah.
Right, go and find out the definition of issue.
Of Esu.
Eshu.
I know Esu.
Eshu.
I know Esu.
Yeah, no,
It's called Esu.
Wait.
Yes, it's another facet of Lucifer. It's another facet. It is. Okay. You don't believe what you want, yeah? The minute you lot start doing some research, yeah, you will not be able to avoid that fact. Yeah? I've just explained myself, yeah? I've just explained. It's a conscious... It's like... Huh? I've just explained myself, yeah? So, like I'm saying, regardless of what spiritual system you're in, yeah, you're going to recognize that either you're praying to the same being that other people are banning out, or the same being that your religion is supposed to be banning out is connected to the other religion.
But that's only connected to righteousness. That's only words, deeds and actions,
so
bro.
whether you lot are
that's got
into
nothing to do
Ra,
with your belief.
Shiva, Saturn, Lucifer, Satan, Pan, because everyone's Pan African. You don't want to deal with Pan. Cool, innit, yeah? But know what you're dealing with, because there's a real conscious spirit out there that is against what we're about.
One more question.
No.
All right.
Because we're dealing with righteousness. So what I'm saying
there's no opposite to righteousness.
Yes, but I'm saying that's got nothing to do with
Who is that?
That's got nothing to do with belief or school of thought. Righteousness has got nothing to do with belief or school of thought.
Does it predate us?
No.
Righteousness.
So why is everyone saying Pan-African then?
Because we wait to explain it.
Because it's Greek, innit?
Otherwise they're going to say black.
But I'm saying you're using Pan. You're using Pan, so I'm only saying Pan. I know what Lucifer means. I know what Prometheus. Do you want me to say Prometheus?
You've only been speaking in English. You ain't been using no African words.
But you know what? You say that.
Everything you're saying is in English.
I hear that. But on top of that, I spoke to you in a level that a man over there don't get. That's why he's standing over there quiet, like Roy's kicking off over there. But you know what, go on. Because I'm speaking to you in a different code. Yeah? And that's all I need. My body language, my tone is trying to combat this English restricted language.
It's the same thing with Pan African.
You understand?
It's the same thing with Pan African.
I know that. I'm not going. But I'm saying the word Pan. This is where it originates.
But this is why you're using the word English.
This is what the word Pan originates from.
You can't use another word unless you start speaking.
I am. I'm about building.
It's just the word
my family live in Nigeria. Yeah. The conditions that my people.
I understand.
Yeah?
I've got it now.
But the conditions
You're from Africa, bro.
the conditions that my people are living in, the conditions that my people are living in is one that I'd like to see them get out of. Yeah? I'd like to see them raise up, yeah? There's a church on every other building is a church. But they don't have like proper roads. I heard someone talking about it earlier. They don't have roads, they don't have this, they don't have that. They got more churches than schools. They got more this than schools. White Jesus on the back of the bus. I understand that these lot are spiritually downtrodden and they need to elevate. I also know that economically, they need freedom. They need to be able to liberate themselves. They are selling crops from their land. Sorry, my brother, spitting. Selling crops from their land and going to import them to someone else or export them to someone else, then going to the shop to buy American rice. So I understand that they're under many delusions. My little sister, her role model is Kim Kardashian.
My brother.
So I get.
My brother, you see Pan Africanism.
We need to clean ourselves up.
it wasn't primarily for our brothers in Africa, because you still got your land, your language, your folk ways, your more ways, and your connection,
But I hear what you're saying,
and your connection to the soil.
So it's for who? It's for like Americans
It started in the diaspora with Marcus Garvey, because we'd been taken away from Africa.
I've read a lot about Jewish people being the ones that funded Pan Africanism and the out of Africa kind of concept.
Listen, the first people, in the West that actually started identifying back with Africa and say that me and you are brothers was Pan Africans. Yeah? The first people to make that connection were Pan-Africans, bro. So I understand where your mind state is now, because of where you're from, but us in the Caribbean, and us in America, and us in England, that don't have those Nigerian roots that you have, Pan-Africanism is very important.
But you don't need the Nigerian roots, bro.
I'm telling you.
You're rooted yourself.
No,
you
wasn't stripped of it. You wasn't stripped of it.
How can you tell me what was stripped of?
Because you're Nigerian, because you know you're Nigerian.
And how much?
We can't tell you what part of Africa we come from.
Let me ask you a question.
I can't tell you my language.
Let me ask you a question.
I can't tell you my tribe.
Let me ask you a question.
I can't tell you my folk ways.
I hear that.
I can't tell you my
it's not
more ways.
necessary.
It
It's not
is.
necessary.
It's part of my culture.
Because my little sister couldn't either.
No, but you can't
and
tell
she's
me
there.
that.
No,
but
listen
you
to-
can't tell me that as someone
I
who's
made a
got
point.
it.
I made a
As
point.
someone
I know
who's
you
got
heard me.
it.
I know you heard me.
No, as someone
I'm not
who's
gonna
got it,
scream
you
over
can't tell me
I don't
that,
have
bro.
it. So
No,
you're making
bro.
an assumption that those that live in Nigeria know their fucking history.
They know
They
they're
don't,
Nigerians.
fam.
They
They
know
don't,
they're
fam.
Nigerians.
They know Jesus Christ is my savior.
No, not all
That's
of
what
them.
they
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of
Cool.
them.
Generalization.
The problem is, what we're trying to say to you, the problem is, you've never had to have your mother tongue stolen from you, your identity stolen from you. You still got that.
You still
Because
got that. So you
why?
might not understand.
Because I'm an incompassionate being. We don't know. I'm telling you that my people don't know their fucking
A lot of
history.
people on the continent
They're
don't
using
know.
the language. They're
Yeah,
using the
yeah, 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 I
language.
agree with that.
They're using the language that their land has got. They don't even know what their
I
original
agree
language
with
is.
that.
Turned away from their
I'll point to you that you motherfuckers out here, sorry for my language, you
Probably know
are more
more.
clued up about the.
We probably
They
are,
ain't got
in
a
that
clue.
sense. In
No,
that
no,
sense.
there's
So
people
listen,
out there that know what
They
I'm
are
when I went
very
to Garvey-
few.
No,
That Gambia are cool.
no, what I'm talking about is
Nigeria
No, the
is
spiritual
a
man.
place for ignorance.
The
yeah?
Babalawo, the Babalawo in
Hold on,
Nigeria.
hold on.
Boy, Nigeria is
The
good.
land.
What Nigeria? What is it like? Nigeria good. Now let me finish. Let me finish. Boy, let me finish. Go on, Jedi. Go on, Jedi. Brother, listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. All jokes aside, I'm just trying to be serious,
Yeah, and
yeah?
I'm being
You and I
serious.
both know, me and you go to Nigeria, yeah? And we're trying to talk the talks, and we're trying to school our people, yeah? Most of them are going to be ignorant, yeah?
No.
Most of... All right, cool. All right, cool. I never said all. I know not all. You will find a few people.
Yeah,
that, yeah? I ain't gonna lie, but I actually agree with you.
Did you know?
But I know from my own state.
Let me ask you a question. When all hospitals fail, where does the locals go?
When all hospitals fail.
When all hospitals fail, where do the locals go to?
Medicine man. And what does that mean? And what does that mean? And that's and because they
They
go.
go and because they understand the
They go to-
knowledge from home.
So they go to who goes to the witch doctor? My family. Are you mad? They will die rather than going to the witch doctor. They will die. They will die. They're not on it. Are you mad? Listen.
You said something earlier. You said that maybe.
But what I'm saying is there's a disease that's prevalent, yeah, with us that has been we are being afflicted with, and it don't matter what part of the globe you live on, yeah. As long as you are black or you ascribe to being a melanated being, you are afflicted with this disease, or someone in your family is. And you know what? If you make it past it, if you shake it off, then good for you. You try and wake up your sister or your brother and you try to chat to them. If you chat to people as much as I chat to people, then you will know the level of ignorance that is out there. We are only a small few.
Do you know why Yahshua was
Yeah?
great? 1 minute, it's one
So I'm
more
not-
thing. Do you know why Yahshua was great? Do you know why the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was great? Because ignorance isn't down to the person, it's down to you as the individual to convey that information.
Yeah, but we
that's
do
your
though.
power.
But we
no,
do though.
listen.
We do it-
Listen, let me give you an
we do it
example.
every day,
let me
man.
give you an example. Many people will say the Muslims are all ignorant. I don't have that. Experience. Why don't I have that experience?
Because you know ones that
Because
aren't.
when I'm reasoning with
Yeah.
the Muslims, I'm coming with a different analogy, which is allowing them to hear me. So the
I'm not calling them
so what
ignorant. I'm not
I'm saying
saying all
anyone's
Nigerians are ignorant
ignorant.
at all.
I'm saying ignorance,
Yeah.
is not based upon the person. If you're knowledgeable about something and you're true, then you should be able to break down those rules of ignorance with
All
that
right,
truth.
but then there's
So that's-
many of our
so that's
brothers and
based upon
sisters,
your explanation,
many of our brothers
maybe
and
not based
sisters
upon their
do not have the
ignorance.
tools, yeah, that they probably need to break free of the ignorance or the blindness or whatever is over them. They don't even know that they don't know. They're looking at you, they're looking at me.
I've never experienced that,
they
bro.
look what I have, and I'm
Anytime
telling
I
you,
speak to black
they look,
people, they get it. Every black person I've ever spoke to, they get it.
Alright, well,
I've never met a black
I don't know.
person
I think-
that doesn't
I don't know.
understand
That's a
it.
big claim.
He's a future, you know.
I get that. I get
Man's
that.
been at
I
it.
get that.
I've never-
I get that.
The one of
I've
you don't
spoken
get
to
what
black
I'm saying.
people.
There's a black person there that
Yeah,
don't
man
get
will
what
say
I'm
that.
saying.
I've
All of you
spoken-
get what I'm saying.
But
Even
respect,
Arabs get what I'm
respect.
saying.
Wait.
Indians get what I'm saying.
How
Everyone understands.
How can you say you've never spoken to anyone and you've never spoken to a black person that doesn't get it? You've never spoken to a black person that doesn't get what you're saying. That doesn't get it. Never.
Never.
All right.
How can
By
I-
a show of hands
how
here.
can I tell a black-
By a show of hands here. Do you know black
Who's the
people?
medicine man?
Do you know anybody, another black person that you try to speak to about enlightened subjects and they don't get it?
You might do.
All right,
might do.
so cool. I know I'm not alone, so I'm glad that you.
The reason why I'm saying it,
but
okay,
me
let
personally,
me explain it.
I've
Let me
spoken
explain
to
it.
people
I've never
and they
met
look
a-
at me like, what
Are
are you talking about?
Are you listening? Are you
My
listening?
stepmom looked at me like, is this guy demon
When I
possessed?
point to black
What is he
people,
talking about?
When I ask black people, how many black businesses do you see? And they told me none. How many Arab businesses? How many Indian people? They say enough.
Everywhere.
So I say, shall we build some businesses? They all say yes. None of them don't get what I'm saying.
Who
So
said-
I'm saying it's
who-
how you're explaining
But
it.
it's the same people,
It's
that,
not
the
actually
same
the
people that turn around and say they don't know
Huh?
any black businesses
What do you
in
mean?
2017. How can
There
you
are
not know
black
a black
businesses.
business? So then, how can you
No,
ask
in
them?
comparison to other people.
Maybe that's another one of our problems. Stop comparing ourselves to everyone else.
No.
We don't need to. We don't. You know what? Yeah. What we have, we should be happy with, innit? Yeah. As in, what our gifts are, yeah. And we work on our gifts, yeah. Our gifts is spirituality, yeah.
Yes.
Our gifts are expression, yeah. Our gifts are being able to set trends, yeah. We are using them in the wrong ways. That's what I'm saying. What we need to do is focus on us moving forward. A lot of this backtracking, looking at this leader, that leader, it's all great history books. I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah? I learned about Malcolm X 20 years ago. That's all great. I've not seen any new Malcolm X stepping up. I hear about someone like Umar Johnson. I watch him. Oh, he's just someone that's with an ego. I watch this next man. Oh, this man's throwing up weird signs. This guy's doing this. This guy's wearing clothes. I'm not looking for role models wearing girls' clothes. I'm not looking.
But
Stop
you
that.
can't look
I'm
for it
not looking
outside
for role
yourself.
models no
You're
more.
looking for it outside yourself.
No more role models.
I don't look
Let
for
us
it,
be
man.
the role
You
models.
may be at a stage-
Let us be the role models. No more looking back, standing on the shoulders of other people. Yeah?
Go away, man.
Let's be the role models.
You yourself may be at a stage where you may not need a role model because you're at a particular understanding on certain things, and then you can step up and be the role model. That's good, but because of the state that we're in, there may be a argument for Marcus Garvey to be a role model because, truth be told, and you may get there in the future, but you haven't done what he's done. And listen, listen to what I'm saying. Don't shut me down. Listen.
I'm not shutting you down.
But listen.
I don't want to do
The reason why he
So you
gets-
don't want to let
the
millions of black
reason
people
why
vote themselves.
the reason why he has a lot of accolades is because of what he's done. I'm not saying his vision and his purpose was his purpose, and he came and fulfilled it. Your one is your one, and then you can fulfill it. People say, look at him and the way he fulfilled his purpose as an inspiration for you to go
I
fulfill
agree
your
with that.
purpose.
I agree with that.
And when
I'm not
people
gonna lie.
use the term Pan African, I understand you. Trust me, I agree with you. I don't think we should be
agree with
using.
him as well, you know. I agree with him as well.
I don't think we should be using these. I don't think we should be using these Greeks, these English languages, and everything. But at the stage we're at, we have to take baby steps. So you may be ahead of someone else. We have to take baby steps. And Pan African at this moment in time where people are, is something that people understand as a concept. So once they get deeper in the concept, they realize, wait, forget these Greek words, forget these English words. Let me go back to my language. If I can search out my tribal ancestry, then I can understand my own language and then get into my own culture. But these are baby steps. These are like foundation steps for people to understand to get to the next level, and that's how we will progress. Brother.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So what do you think is gonna be like if we all go to the point where we all know our indigenous languages, we're all speaking Igbo and Tree and Twa and Yoruba and Ga and Swahili and great. My point being is that ain't gonna make us any better. Yeah?
That's a
With the
step.
language you're speaking,
That's just a
it's
step.
not a step. It's not
It is
a
a
step.
step.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, yeah? Spiritually, we should be on a level where we're communicating without words.
I hear that.
Yeah. So us trying to,
That's a step. It's a step.
Realistic. We got.
It's a step.
You decide what you wanna focus on, innit? You can't tell me it's not realistic to acquire or to cultivate telepathic abilities.
So what's the most important thing that we need right
it's
now?
unrealistic, yeah? Or you can tell.
What's the most important thing that we need right now?
Right now,
Right now.
honestly, this is what I'm saying. I said it's not solution. I don't have no solution.
No.
I don't have no solution.
No, but-
we need to stop looking at people.
Who are the main
But
black
as men,
people?
we need
Stop
to
looking
have
at people.
solutions.
Who are the main black people that keep African culture, African solidarity alive in this day and age?
Fam,
Hold on.
Who
I'm
are
telling
they?
you,
Let me
you
finish
go to
that one.
Africa.
Let me finish
You
that
go
one.
to
No, I'm
Africa.
talking about right here in the UK or in the US.
You go to Africa
Pan Africans, bro.
and you talk about African culture, and they're like, who
I don't know
are you
what
talking
part
about
Africa you're
specifically?
talking
If you go to Africa, if I go to
You go to
Nigeria,
Gambia, they'll tell you we're one Africa.
if I go to Nigeria,
They'll tell you about one
if I
Africa.
go to Nigeria, but they're also ruled by a Muslim voodoo practitioner.
No.
Yeah. A man that believes he can cure AIDS. Yeah. A man that believes he can cure AIDS by healing. That's who the Prime
But
Minister
Dr. Sebi cured AIDS by healing.
and also they are ruled, but
How
they
do you
are
know he
ruled
did it?
by a man that was put in by MI5. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's-
it's fuck.
I don't know about that.
But it's true.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
boy,
that.
it's true though. It's actually documented.
I don't know about that. 'Cause
They
came to fight him.
staged the coup in
Yahya-
Gambia,
Yahya
and
Jammeh
they-
was one of the main
Okay, cool.
presidents that fought against white supremacy.
Anyway.
I think it's talking about the new one.
No, it's about the old one.
Anyway, all I'm trying to say is I don't have solutions. What I'm saying is if we spend the whole entire night talking about Malcolm X, MLK, Marcus Garvey, yada yada yada, we ain't gonna be we're not moving forward. All good that they've done their thing, great. But even if you don't have that blueprint, the humanity inside of you, yeah, and your ability to create something out of nothing should mean that we should be able to move forward. I heard a man standing over there, he was chatting for time. And not once did he want to say, you know what we need to do, is, what he wanted to do is take us back into politics. Take us back into a system where
what
we're
I'm saying
voting
is,
again.
you got
Yeah?
You should have come,
Fuck
you should have
voting.
come earlier on today.
Fuck voting.
You know, you should come earlier on today because we had two politicians
Yeah.
that are working for us
Come
on.
at an event that
And
we
they're
had today.
Pan-African,
yeah.
And they're both Pan-African.
All right.
Dean Oki and Julian Nix.
But that's great.
So to
But
check
he's a
them-
politician.
No,
I don't fuck
hold
with
up.
politicians. I don't care about politicians.
No.
I don't care
Hold
about
up.
them.
Come and join us and we can do economics. Come and sit
I
down
don't care
and
about
break
them.
bread.
I don't want to do economics with no one. I don't
you
want
doing?
to. Wow. You know what I want
What
to
do you
do?
wanna do
You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to take down this fake infrastructure of, oh yeah, Pan-African, let's all hold hands where we're
But it ain't
and I
gonna
want to
do
actually
nothing.
be part of something
that ain't
that wants to change. If you don't want to take your money and circulate around the hood 88 times, that's great. But at the end of the time of you circulating your money, that's going back into your juice bank. Yeah? And you're still dealing with fake money.
why don't we build a
Fake
black
credit.
revolution?
You need to
All right,
do
so
something
I'm more on
outside.
that.
That's what you want.
Fake credit, fake this. I'm sick of money. I'm sick of voting. I'm sick of
Yeah, but bro,
I'm
you're not
sick
coming
of
out with no
I'm sick
solutions
of
in the
organic.
society.
But
Black
hear what
people,
I'm
we're
saying.
here.
Hear what I'm saying.
We are here.
But
We have integrated black people
we can
that
opt-
work within the system.
but we can opt out the
Bro,
system.
we're dealing with a real.
We can opt out
oh,
of the
bro,
system.
That's not
We
no
can.
solution.
We don't need to
That's
be
not
part of
no
the system.
solution.
Why
What
not?
kind of solution
Why?
is that?
Why?
Bro,
Hold on.
that's
Hold
a
on.
hippie
Wait.
solution.
Hold on. Wait.
That's some
Wait.
hippie,
Let me finish
anarchist
talking.
solution.
Let me finish. Hold on.
Fam,
I'm not
you need
hippie.
real
I'm
solution.
not
You know what I'm
hippie.
saying?
I'm a realist.
No, I'm saying that's what
Wait.
hippies say.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not what hippies say. It's what
Yeah.
enlightened people that realize if you do not partake in these systems, you're not part of it. You don't.
Bro,
You don't feed
I know
energy
people have
into
been
it.
saying that and nothing's
We
happened.
jump out of it.
They've just
Yeah?
been bums and
Okay.
died with no legacy.
But then rather you died with
no,
no legacy.
it's better that you
because you know what,
infiltrate
you
the
died
system
a
and done
champion.
something for your people.
This is what we're gonna
It's
do.
better
You don't
than- it's
integrate in the
better than-
system.
it's
You cannot. What did he say? You cannot integrate into a burning rascal house.
you-
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Don't
This is
integrate
what we're gonna
into
do.
the
This is what we're
system.
gonna do.
This
Family.
system. This
Family.
system. Wait. And you know this
Yeah.
system is Babylon. You shouldn't be trying to get any.
But
You're
it's not
not
about-
trying to
it's
get
not
further
about
in
getting
Babylon.
our people.
Listen.
It's
It is.
about
Hold
getting-
on.
It's about getting
You're
our
getting
people.
further in
Part
Babylon,
two.
fam. That's what the next man is
Times
showing
TV.
you.
Let's go. It's raining.
Make sure you're ready.
Come on.
And get your Pan-African stuff.
The
Yes,
revolution should not be televised.
And listen, put it over everything.
Yo,
This is my brother.
See?
Yo, we're brothers, you know. We're gonna
No.
get there in the end, you know.
Now, can I just say, yeah?
I'm just bringing
The-
balance.
the- I'm
balance.
gonna say,
My art. I'm just bringing
literally,
my art.
the purpose of people like me and Raspect, yeah, is we ain't gonna stand here and, yeah, rare. We're real brothers. We got our own thoughts, and we're gonna keep our own thoughts until we get to a point where we're like, you know what? I agree with you. You agree, and then
We do agree.
swap.
He just doesn't
I'm not,
realise it yet.
I'm not being a stiff back.
He doesn't realise it yet. We agree.
I just don't.
We shouldn't focus on Marcus Garvey and not be doing nothing. 100%.
No.
We shouldn't be focusing on Malcolm X and not be doing nothing. 100%. I agree. But I'm saying that we have an ancient African proverb which says we will build upon the foundations of the ancestors that came before us.
Yeah, but this whole system. Alright, if you cut it, you lot are mocking me. You know what? I'm not trying to get the last word, yeah? All I was trying to say is, building on these foundations, yeah, is gonna get us nowhere but ruin, like all the rest of these empires. Every one of these empires, we're working on the same infrastructure, yeah? It's all class system, it's all royal families, monarchies, rare, ruling elite, and we end up fucked. The little man on the...
Everyone leave the jobs.
Yeah? Everyone leave their jobs, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah, just...
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, you know what? This is it. Oh, well, if I lose my job, I'm not going to know how I'm going to survive. Rare. You know what?
Stop signing on as well, stop signing on.
I don't know anyone that signs on. I don't know one person that signs on.
Okay.
I know man that's not worked for
just be an
20 years.
entrepreneur,
They
that's
don't
it.
sign on. I don't know no one that signed on. We can make it on our own, but saying what I'm saying, I hear where you're
So if
coming
we ain't
from.
got no
I
job,
hear
we're
where
not
you lot are
signing
coming
on. Where are we
from.
getting money from?
We're making our own
You
business.
don't need it from the system. You can make your own. You can make your
started that
own.
already.
You can make your own
No,
worth.
you ain't got no
You can
money.
grow the food
I'm
that you
saying-
need.
Yeah.
You can grow the food you need. You can
got the
create the
money?
textiles that you
Where's
need
your
to
allotment?
clothe yourself.
Where's your
Yeah?
house that
You
you're going to grow the food in?
You
Where's your
don't
land?
need a house. You need a tent. Go and get a tent. Go in the field. Go and get a tent. Go in the field.
Marcus Garvey!
Or listen.
Marcus Garvey!
Take your money. Take
No
your
tents!
Marcus I'm making sense. I know I'm making sense.
All
No
you have
head.
to do.
All you're gonna do is end up building up this
Wait,
Babylon.
wait, wait,
Marcus
You're gonna end up building up this Babylon.
Haile
That's what you will do.
Selassie,
The reality is-
Kwame
That's what you will do.
Pan Africans.
Hold up. The reality.
Go, go,
is-
go.
I don't like how man them's trying to bully me. Hold on a minute.
He can't take it.
Yo, when you lose your house, he ain't gonna put you up. He's gonna give you a tent.
You're not gonna bring me. No, I mean.
No, at the end of the day,
Let's go.
cut.
He's saying at the end of the day, cut.
Are we safe? Are we moving? Alright, let's go, man. Let's go.